she's a privileged white woman and spoke from a privileged white woman perspective. I think when you exist in that perspective, you disregard the plight of all of these Black and brown women who have come before you, or who even here with you right now, and you just don't see the thing that they're up against because it's not your experience. First of all,
Hey Space Cowboys, welcome to my new show, Venting Dolls, a show I hope that I don't have to make again, a show where I'm going to use something I love to vent and protest in my own way and share about my frustrations of living in America and my experience as a Black woman. There is a harboring anxiety I have to deal with. I have to deal with the fact that existing is radical for someone who looks like me. My natural hair is seen as political when it just grows out my head like this. Anything that is different about me is considered wrong. My channel is a great way for me to escape racism, or it was before I accepted a feature on Brightspace a few years ago. I think actually 4 years ago. This was via Facebook, and I received so many disgusting comments and backlash on some of my work. And at the end of the day, I had to realize that it was because my Black hands dared to be seen. I had to ban the N-word on my channel because of it. And I was too scared to grow because I did not want to be seen anymore. I did not want racism to find me. I suffered in silence, and I will never stay silent again. I know I don't fit in here on YouTube in the doll community because I cuss and I tell jokes or whatever, and I'm doing it while unapologetically Black. I know I'm different, but I refuse to be who I can never be. And those people will just have to die mad. You can die mad about it. I am tired of being afraid for my life. I'm tired of every single murder. Sandra Bland, Tamir Rice. And I am always going to repeat that he was 12 years old. He was a child. Fernando Castillo, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and the 64,000 missing Black women and girls and the murders of Black trans women. I am sick of your shit, Georgia. I am sick of your shit, America. I am sick of your shit, complicit people of color who have said and done nothing while simultaneously benefiting off the civil rights movement. I am sick of your shit, countries who are anti-Black. I am fucking human too. We are human too. I am human like you, and I shouldn't have to say it. Black lives matter. And you can die mad about it if you say but. I'm going to start this doll design with a sketch. This creature has to have a big ass mouth because the people who are poisoned with it and most benefits from this system often spew a lot of bullshit that's harmful, that causes death. It's not about, oh, this person doesn't like me. It's this person doesn't like me and they murdered me. They spilt blood. They harmed me. They took opportunities away from me. Racism doesn't really act like a human, so its body should be warped. It's human-ish. It's oftentimes white, but it's oftentimes white in anything that is not Black. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that I'm putting minimal effort into creating this doll. It took me an entire day to complete, and that is all I'm giving racism today, especially of my creative energy. I'm giving this doll minimum articulation, but in reality, racism can move anywhere and infect anyone. It is very articulate. But to give it less power, I'm giving it less articulation. It's old, like really old. It's been alive since they infected these tribe of people that had the nerve to think they were better than anyone else. So much so that they created a fake pseudoscience about how they are better and everyone else who is black isn't. So it needs lots of wrinkles. Oh, its head. Oftentimes the people racism infects renders them thoughtless. So it shouldn't have a brain, but then racism is a system. It isn't as cute, like I said, they don't like me for my skin. No, it's deeper and evil. Like, this has to be intelligent because it's a system designed to destroy me. Its brain is probably huge, but I'm designing it with only half a brain because it only takes half an evil brain to be evil. And frankly, racists aren't that smart. Racism is a monster, a system used to destroy people like me. I'm thinking a doll with lots of holes, but really maybe I'm thinking more of a maze, because you have to navigate through it in order to reach some kind of equality in this country. So a maze makes sense to me, and a maze that has no way out, because it seems like there's no way fucking out of this maze. So I believe the maze represents white supremacy, and it feels like there's no way out of it. The way racism spreads, I feel like it is a contagious disease. So I'm thinking its skin has lither spots or something and looks sickly, like that episode of the Powerpuff Girls when they went into the future. Hey, you don't get to be what humans perceive as beautiful when all that hate has ruined your skin. You know what else this look needs? Some makeup. How about a little blush? You know, let's just pretend that this makeup is from a company that's still fucking racist, but still makes money anyways, because being racist isn't enough for people who don't see color to stop supporting businesses of people who perpetuate the negative disenfranchisement of my people, because they don't see racism as being a 2020 problem, because brainwashing power racism has a complicit effect. And people, it is so strong. It is so strong. You know, I'm missing something perfect here. It needs historically racist flags designed as history. In fact, it should wear it as a dress. It's styling now, am I right? Even though white supremacy takes all the resources, I'm going to not use not one of my valuable resources, such as fabric, to put the damn Confederate flag on it. So let's just paint it on some cheap ass napkins. I'm cutting the neck hole out so you can see the system better, because the racist flag, a lot of races like to pretend like this doesn't exist, but it's always exposed. So I'm going to expose it. You know, it kind of looks a little bit like Donald Trump. And that feels like a really ironic coincidence, if I do say so myself. Next, I'm thinking it has less hair. It's a poisonous creature, so when I think of that, I think that the negative energy it harbors, its hair has started to show signs of balding. Like I said, I'm not wasting my good resources on this. This is actually dog fur, but you know, it's kind of fitting because racism acts like an animal instead of a human. You know what else this needs? Obnoxious locks. Racism likes to discredit and take everything culturally black and claim it as its own creation, much like people do in non-black countries. They like to claim it as their own creation, and in this case, it still calls locks dreadful, dreadlocks, and swears the Vikings wore it despite not knowing shit about what Vikings actually wore. Yes, it's racist to wear black hairstyles, especially when you condemn the black women and men who wear them and make laws to discriminate against us while you wear them with no fucking issues. You know what? This entire look is missing the innocent blood of all the black people it's killed, from slavery all the way down to the modern times of today. Every drop of blood, it would carry everything around its neck. I think it would carry around its neck. It drinks its blood and then tells its victim of it that it needs to get over the slavery and legal genocide of my people. And it wouldn't use chains to hold it together. No, racism would hold the blood of my people around its neck with a noose. The same noose it's been using during Jim Crow and now to murder my people. And now it's starting to take shape. I know, it should have bamboo hoop earrings because it's only ghetto and ratchet when black women wear it. It's only fashionable and edgy when racism wears it. Gorgeous. When designing racism, I had two hats in mind that it would wear. It would have two hats, and my first thought is that instead of saying "Make America Great Again," it should say "Make America Racist Again." For the other side of this hat, I don't think I really need to say why it is a police officer's hat. You will never know fear. You will never know the fear of driving while black, of running while black, of shopping while black, getting an education while black, playing in the park while black, walking home with Skittles in your pocket while black. There are stories where we've contacted the police and the police made us out to be the criminals. Can you imagine being murdered in your own home because they thought you were robbing your own house? I decided that the hat should not say "Make America Racist Again." Look at the history. America was founded on looting. America was founded on slavery. America was founded on Jim Crow. America is racist. This thing is greedy. I imagine it always has its hands in the clutch position, so it can grab at a lot of cash at all times. It hoards resources so it can financially cripple and steal opportunities from people who look like me. Speaking of racism, racism is obsessed with power and violence. It's always murdering unarmed black people, even though it carries weapons around to stupid places like an elementary school or a movie theater. An assault rifle. Mwah! How American! Patriotic. It's going to use this weapon to assume control over resources and money. Now he can call you a nigger without fear. I'm not bleeping the N-word out because you need to hear how disgusting it really sounds. And this is what racism would look like if it were a doll. I am so frustrated that I can't just sit and not talk about this. I can't sit and create. And honestly, I don't have the privilege to not talk about what's happening all around me, because if I do not speak, I could be the next fucking hashtag. Especially when it affects people who look like me all around me. If I don't speak, if I don't fight, it's basically surrendering. And I'm not fucking doing that. Thank you for allowing me to vent. If you got this far, I know I offended probably a ton of tone deaf people, and I honestly don't fucking care. If this video made you uncomfortable, good. It's time to get uncomfortable, because swimming in the generations of spilt blood of my people shouldn't be comfortable for your weak, sensitive ass. I'm just tired of pretending this ugly creature isn't out here lingering all the time. I'm tired of pretending this ugly creature doesn't reside inside of you when you say play the race card like this is a fucking game. We're not playing a game, Karen. This is real blood from the backs of the people, the black people you stole, who built this fucking country that you think is so great. Every once in a while, I need to vent, and what better way to do that than a short series? All the money being made on this video will go to the Black Lives Matter movement. If you would like to get off your ass and help, and I mean really help, there are helpful and important links to charities to help support the Black Lives Matter movement. There is also several artists donating their talent for art with proof of donations to these charities. If you can't donate, protest. If you can't protest, support black art. Support black businesses. Like and share their art. Buy black art and black made products. If you look in the description box, you will find links to several black owned businesses, from skincare to clothing wear to kawaii wear to cosplay to dolls, beauty and everything. But whatever you do, just make sure you do it and do it loudly. So your racist family members, neighbors, friends, all of them racist motherfuckers, say it so they can hear you. If you're interested, please check out my portrait painting series of remembering and praying for the 64,000 missing black women and girls that I'm planning to exhibit once this pandemic is over. Most portraits are on my Facebook or Instagram if you're interested in seeing those who I have honored. If you like this video, totally give it a like, a share, and consider subscribing. Or not, continue to sip your favorite bland ass content. That's enough out of racism for now. Remember guys, go out in the world and create something awesome, or you're gonna carry that weight. See you, Space Cowboys. Cool, 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 baby. Cool, 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 baby. Maybe maybe I love you. Cool, 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 baby. Cool, 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 baby. Maybe maybe I love you. Maybe I love you. Love you. Bam, 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 bam. What are you doing? You want to be the artist?